morning, YouTube family. Welcome back to another video. I'm probably too loud. Let me calm down. Good morning, YouTube family. Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we are doing, of course, a book review because that's what I do on this channel. I will be doing a lot more things on this channel, but I want to start with this because this is what I'm doing right now, and I want to put content out. So, book reviews because I'm reading books, okay? So, today's book review will be Relationship Goals by Mike Todd. We love a black author. Okay, I'm doing too much. But yes, today's book review will be Relationship Goals by Mike Todd. If you don't know who he is, I highly recommend you go research him. He's an amazing philanthropist, very religious type of guy, knows how to get the messages across, especially to the younger audience. He's doing an amazing job at what he does, and I really applaud him for that. I'm not sure how many books he has out, but I do want to say this book, yeah, I'll save it for the book review, so let's get into the book review. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to start by giving you a summary / overview. And in the book, Relationship Goals, it was very religious, very faith-based, anti-do-it-yourself or do it on your own terms. You know, it's a certain way you have to do it. It was by the book. It was very strict. It was very, this is my religion and what I believe in, and this is the only way. Now, he didn't necessarily say that, but I made that assumption just based on his writing style. He didn't give any other, ways to do it, so one could only assume, that this is the only way that he does it or that he wants it done. Okay, it was all about the relationship that God wants for you and your spouse. Touches on the subjects of courting, dating, sex, and marriage. I think that his message is really important, I'm not gonna lie, but I do think that it is for a certain demographic, which is kind of a bummer because a lot of people can use these messages, but being that it does seem to be for a certain demographic, one could be confused and not necessarily continue the whole book just by seeing that it is for a certain demographic. If you know what I mean, then you know what I mean when I say a certain demographic. You should be able to tell by the context clues that I gave in the summary. So, basically channeled the dating / marriage law straight from the Bible and put it in a book, which I don't think anything is wrong with that. I think he did an excellent job of conveying the message to the certain demographic that he wanted to reach. He did a great job of doing that. I think his laws they are really good, and I think they really work for that demographic, honestly and truthfully. And it's not just for married couples, it's also for dating couples. It gives a lot of advice for single people. So I think that's great. How he talked about how being single could not only be the most rewarding season for you and for your future spouse, but it can also be the most rewarding season for yourself. Taking that time to get to know yourself, you know what I mean, and grow for the next person to enter your life so that they won't have, so much baggage. It's really rewarding for both parties. And he talks about that. One thing that stuck out to me that he talks about is first it should be marriage and then there should be love. I'll say it again. He said, first there should be marriage and then there should be love. Not first marriage and then a baby, but first marriage and then love. And I just thought that was so different, and it stuck out to me. I had never heard that before, And his reasoning for it was with love comes with so many sacrifices that you may or may not be prepared for. But either way, at least be married to somebody if you're going to make all of those sacrifices for or with them. And just think about it, right? Even if I guess you would have to be in love to do some pretty stupid stuff for somebody, you know what I mean? Just look around you and just think of all the silly things that we do when we're in love with somebody. Like, just really look at it and think about it. And I think after looking at it from that perspective, it made a lot more sense to me. So that was one thing that stuck out. I'm not gonna. Yeah. He also touches on intentional dating, which is dating for a purpose, dating for a reason, dating for the long haul, not just dating for a season or dating for the time being or just dating to say you have someone. He talks about soul ties and how they are very real. And per his definition, soul ties are not just sexual, intimate acts. Soul ties can be a very strong connection that you have with someone else or the opposite sex. It could be your friends, it could be your family members, it could be your coworkers, just somebody you have a really strong bond with, a really strong connection with, and be it righteous or unrighteous, you know what I mean? So it's not all bad. Soul ties aren't all bad per his definition. So that was my summary / overview. Now let's get into the characters. He is the main character, but he does tell a lot of stories about his friends and the people that he know and the experiences that he has encountered and how they connect with the stories that he's telling. His wife has a small excerpt in there where she talks about relationships and dating. It's some really funny, quirky stories in there too that I enjoyed. Yeah, so that was the bulk of it for the main characters. Should I rate the book now? Guys, me personally, I enjoyed the book. I enjoyed reading it. I enjoyed taking pieces of it, incorporated it into my own lifestyle. I really did. I think there are some gems in this book, especially for the demographic. And that's what that is what's kind of tugging at me, is the certain demographic. I don't want to get too deep into it, so I'm just gonna rate the book. Overall, I rated a 3 out of 5. And that's just because it focuses on a certain demographic. Don't kill me. I'm sorry. I knew who you were before I read your book, and I still decided to read it. So, that's on me. But overall, I still enjoyed the book. And I hope you can understand my reasoning for giving it that. I would recommend it 100% for the demographic that it is intended for. I recommend it 100%. What else would I have to say about the book? I don't know. I enjoy reading it, and I think that the intended audience will enjoy it a whole lot more. Thank you for writing this book. I think you did an amazing job with the writing. I did not catch any errors, so kudos to you. You get an A for that, you know what I mean? And yeah, that's all I have for this book review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what books you would like for me to read. If you don't feel like reading them and you really need some insight on them, I don't have a problem doing that. So you can leave a comment below and I could get that done for you. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you have the most amazing day.